What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we're going to be playing a single-player game of the Legendary, a Marvel deck-building game. Just going to play it. This is a pretty fun one. The Mastermind today will be Magneto. That one's pretty fun. And the scheme that he has is replace Earth's leaders with Killbots. Pretty interesting one. So to build the villain deck, you need 5 twists, 3 twists already out because they help determine the strength of the Killbots. Now, there are 18 bystanders total in the villain deck, so it's a little chunkier, but whenever you draw a bystander, it becomes a Killbot, whose attack is equal to the number of scheme twists, which is why it starts off at 3, rather than at 0. And the lose condition, or the win condition for the bad guy, for Magneto here, is if 5 Killbots escape. So they move their way throughout the city into the escape zone. So that's pretty much it. I already shuffled my personal deck. I'll shuffle the hero deck, and I've already shuffled the villain deck. Since I'm playing a one-player rule set, it's a little different from a normal game, wherein you only pick 3 heroes rather than the normal 5. So your deck is going to be, I think, like 42 cards. So it's a bit smaller. So you get to see a lot of the same cards, a lot of the same heroes, and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I find it pretty fun. More fun with people, of course, but it makes for pretty quick games. Some are pretty difficult depending on which scheme you pick. And for like specific rules on one-player games, you ignore the Mastermind's always lead ability. So even though Magneto always leads the Brotherhood, you don't have to pick it in a single-player setting. Then you can use any scheme except Superhero Civil War and Negative Zone Prison Break. And then I guess later on, when they add more expansions, and the ones they added since the base set, you kind of go from there, whatever makes the most sense. Let's see, the villain deck has 1 villain group, 3 henchman cards from the henchman group. So not even a full henchman group, but only 3 cards from it. So it's a little different too. 1 bystander. Normally there would only be the 1, but the specific scheme we have supersedes that, and it goes from 1 to 18. 1 Master Strike and normal number of twists. And then when you complete a scheme twist, KO an enemy from the HQ at 6 cost or less. So that'll be here. Alright, let's get our 5 heroes. Nope. Alright, the shuffling was okay. You can see 2 of the 3 heroes. We have Gambit, Storm, and Cyclops is somewhere in there. It kind of sucks. I like him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I drew my 6 cards. My turn. We have a bystander who becomes a Killbot with an attack of 3 because there's 3 scheme twists. I have a pretty decently balanced hand for this first one because I have 3 shield troopers, which is 3 attacks, so I can go ahead and knock that out. And I have 3 recruit points. And these are all pretty decent in tandem, so I'm gonna go ahead I'm going to use my 3 recruitment points, 3 shield agents, to grab... I like that one, but I can't grab it. I guess I'll just grab the Gathering Storm Clouds Storm. And since someone left HQ, replace it. Yes, got a Cyclops. I'll get that next turn. Then I'll use 3 shield troopers with all of an attack of 1 each, so times 3, 3, to fight this Killbot to take that out, and I'll just put my victory pile up here. My deck will go here just so you can see it, kind of. Discard pile is right next to it. So that's my entire first turn. By the end of my turn, I would discard everything I haven't used. Well, I used everything, so it doesn't really matter. Draw another 6, and then go to the next turn. Oh crap, now we have Sabertooth, who, when he fights, you reveal an X-Men hero, or you gain a wound. And if he escapes, it just does the same effect. Okay, so this time I cannot fight him because I had one trooper. I drew the other ones last turn. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruitment points. Alright, I'll use 3. Well, no, I'll use first 2 to get Determination Cyclops. So that'll go to my discard. Then he gets replaced. Then I'll use the other 3 to get the Gathering Stormcloud Storm, who then gets replaced by Lightning Bolt 1. Alright. Then I discard the rest of my hand, and then shuffle my deck, because once you run out of cards in your deck, you shuffle your discard pile, and that becomes your new deck. You don't do that until you absolutely need to, because there are cards whose effects activate or have to deal with the discard pile. But once you need to draw and you don't have enough to draw, that's when you have to do it. It's not super easy to discard to shuffle a smaller deck, but once you start playing and recruiting more heroes, it gets a bit easier. You know, it really does. So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we drew 6 cards, and the hand's a little different now because now we have 2 of the heroes that we added to the deck. And then new turn, the bystander, who becomes a killbot per scheme and has to go into the sewers, meaning that they push Sabertooth into the bank. Okay. Then I have to figure out what I want to do, and since I only have 2 attacks, I can't fight anything, I can't beat anything, because I can only fight something once I have the equal amount to fight him. I would need 5 for that, 3 for that. And then to fight Magneto, I would need 8. Nowhere near that. So I don't mind doing this. I'll play Determination Cyclops to play him, discard 1. Discard this Trooper. Didn't do me any good. So now I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and grab him. Even though it's not 7, I kind of want to get him because he's going to be fun later on. And then replace one of these guys. That'll also be fun. Using those 2 in tandem is really powerful. Super fun. Discard the rest of my hand. And then draw for the next turn. Which is another bystander who's pushing everyone else up 1. And can I do anything about that? I cannot. Oh boy. Okay, so I can grab stuff. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 once again. So I'm going to grab this. So that's 2, 3, 4, and I have 2 left over. Can't really do much with 2 so I'll just discard the rest. I really want to set up a bit more, but I do want to get that Optic Blast because it's actually pretty darn useful. Okay, so there's only 3 cards left in my deck, so I would need to draw 3 more. Again, you do that by shuffling your discard pile. And then this becomes the deck, and then I'll draw 3 more cards. And then what I could be doing that I haven't done yet is instead of grabbing one of these heroes from the HQ, I can just grab a shield officer. That is Maria Hill, who is just like a normal card. She would cost 3. Like there's a storm in here that is pretty much the same thing, where it's cost of 3, gives 2 recruit points, which is better than your standard one. That only gives you 1. So she's good, but she doesn't necessarily have synergy with this deck. I think the Nick Fury one actually has pretty good synergy with it. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's the one. Gathering Stormcloud Storm is virtually a shield officer, Maria Hill. The only difference is that, 1, it's an X-Men, so it plays well with X-Men, and it has an effect where if I played a blue card earlier, I get to draw a card. Did I do? Okay, that's the right number. Flip another card, and I'm going to have to fight some stuff because they're building up. Luckily for me, we haven't drawn any twists, because whenever we draw twists, they all get stronger. But I do have 3, so I'm going to be able to take out. Doesn't matter which one I do, because once there's a space in between, he won't get pushed any further. So 2, 3, 4. I'll go ahead and get her. That works. Then use my 3 shield troopers to attack the Killbot in the sewers. Just because I just got a card relevant to the rooftops, I didn't want to get rid of that, and then I could have really picked one of these 2. It didn't really have to be the one that I picked. Just was the one I wanted to. Okay. New turn, new me. Now this is Juggernaut, Ambush. Each player KOs 2 heroes from their discard pile. So I have to get rid of 2 heroes. And I'm going to get rid of 2 shield agents just because this storm, I don't want to get rid of my heroes, and I don't want to get rid of any attack points because I don't have a crazy number just yet. So I'm going to have to just hold that. Okay, I did not draw any attacks, so they're not going to be going anywhere this turn, but I do have 5 shield agents. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry. Replace that. Okay, I have 5 points to work with. And I'll use 4 of them to grab this Card Shark Gambit. Send that to my discard. Get the next one. And not much I can do, so I'll just discard and draw another hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards, meaning I have to shuffle my discard. Now it's going to start picking up once I'm able to draw more cards and manipulate my hand in such a way. So that's going to be where the fun comes in. And then I think after this I'm going to try, I haven't tried it out at all yet, so I'm going to have to see how a 1-player game with the Spider-Man Homecoming set is, with the Coordinate ability, Web Crawl, and Danger Sense, which is basically Spider Sense. But it also applies to other heroes. Okay, I just need the 1 card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Oh, it's a Master Strike. Master Strike. Each player reveals a X-Men or they gain a wound. And since I do happen to have a couple, I'm going to show you my Card Shark Gambit. And nothing happens. That's pretty fortuitous because some are more disastrous than others. But okay, this is the fun part. I'll play Determination Cyclops. To play him, you have to discard a card from your hand. So I'll pick Unending Energy Cyclops. When he's discarded for another card's effect from my hand, I get to return him to my hand. Then I will play Card Shark Gambit to reveal the top card of my deck. If it's an X-Men, I draw it, which it was. It worked out. And I'll play Gathering Stormcloud Storm, and because it has this blue symbol, since I played a blue card before her, I get to get its effect, which is to draw 1. So right now I'm looking at 5 stars, 5 recruitment points, and 2 attack points. So that's 5, 6, 7. Gonna grab this high stakes jackpot Gambit, add him, gets replaced, and I don't really have much to do with the other one. So that's going on to the attack. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Lightning bolts, 7, 8. So I can do one of 2 things. I can fight Magneto once and just get a point. Or I can take that 8 points, fight the rooftops. Wait, because of Storm's lightning bolt, anyone on the rooftop gets -1. So this becomes 1. That's 3. So it's 4. I would have 4 left over, and there's nothing else to fight. If there was like another one, I would totally do that. You know what? I'm just gonna go take my 4 and battle Magneto. So in doing so, they have 4 Mastermind tactics. You just grab 1, and it becomes your prize. Choose one of your X-Men heroes. When you draw a new hand at the end of the turn, add that hero as a 7th card. So I'd beat him, and I get to keep one of these heroes. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and add Unending Energy Cyclops, because it's such a good card. If I have to discard, I get it back. So free cost for something. Plus it does 4 damage, which by itself is at least enough to bait one of these guys. If I get another attack, I can take out Sabertooth. And we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I draw my normal 6, but additionally get 7th. Draw 1. And now we're in danger of stuff escaping because everyone's building up. Okay. First, I'll play Card Shark Gambit. Feel the top card if it's an X-Men, I add it. It was not. So that wasn't great. But I'll go ahead and use Gathering Stormcloud Storm. Since I played a blue card before, I get a draw 1. So I get that card that didn't help me before. Okay. So I'll go ahead and use 2 more of my shield agents. So now I have a recruitment point of 4. Another Card Shark. I like it. It's got some damage on it. Okay, that's pretty cool. Then, so I have 2 attack, 2, 3, 4, 4 plus 4, 8, 9. This time I'll go ahead and use it for 3, 6, 9. I'll get rid of all those Killbots. We'll see if that was ultimately the right decision, or if I should have just fought Magneto again. But I'm pretty happy with the fact that I just took care of a fully realized board became 2 dudes, and Sabertooth isn't going anywhere unless we draw like enough for Juggernaut to move over, then to push him out. So we did add some time to the board, and the plot, the scheme, its win condition is for the Killbots to escape. If Sabertooth does, we do take some damage there, but it's not going to be nearly as bad as going toward a lose condition. So there's that. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so oh crap, a scheme twist. That's good now, because those were all 3s. Now they would all be 4s. And the twist, we just put it on the card. But additional rules for being a one-player game, we have to KO 1 hero, cost 6 or less. I'll pick this Hypnotic Charm because I don't really like what it does. So I'll use that to my advantage. And I just got another one of the same. Okay. That was a scheme twist, so I get to go for my turn individually. Three. Have to discard 1. Well, I can't really fight anything this turn, so discard that. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I have this guy, which is 2. So I have 4 left. Guess this optic point 2. Oh yeah, I can do that. Alright. So Optic Blast. Add that as well. I need some more unyielding energy, because that's what is gonna kind of hurt me if I have to discard everything in my hand. But we might not be dead. We might be fine. Okay, another bystander who becomes a Killbot with an attack of 4. Okay, so I'll start with Card Shark Gambit to reveal the top card of my deck. Ooh, if it's an X-Men, I add it. And it totally was. Okay, I have a lot of Cyclopses, and I don't particularly want to keep getting them because there's a cost to using them, and that's not going to be great for me long term. But I'll play Gathering Storm Clouds Storm, and because I used a blue card previously, I get to draw 1. I have High Stakes Jackpot Gambit. Reveal the top card of the deck. You get plus whatever attack for that card's cost. Since it has a 4 cost, I get 4 extra attacks. So that's 4 plus 4, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 4... 14, 15, and then 5 recruitment points. I'm going to use the recruitment points first. Do an Optic Blast. So that's 3. So that's 3. I only have 2 left. I'm going to get that next turn. And the attack is 2, 6, 10, 15. I'll fight Magneto. So that's 15 minus 8 is 5. Ooh, when I get to recruit next one straight from the HQ, having fight the Bitter Captor, get this unending energy for free. Put that in my pile. Place that. And I have 5 left, and I'll fight Sabertooth. And then it says each player reveals an X-Men or gains a wound. You can reveal one that you've played. High stakes Gambit. Get rid of that. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I must have a really weird number of cards in the deck if I keep ending up with 5 and having to draw an extra 1. But, you know, doing pretty well so far. No villains have escaped at all. Killbots certainly haven't, even though they've gotten a little stronger. Magneto, we fought him 2 times. Just need to beat him 2 more times. And then we'll be done. Six. Oh, this will be fun. Next card is another Killbot who pushes everyone to the left. And now we have to figure out how to deal with this. Charge Gambit. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an X-Men, which it is, I get to add it. Or draw it. Then we'll play a Gathering Storm Club's Storm. Since I played a blue card previously, I get to draw 1. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. Card Shark Gambit. Top card of the deck. If it's an X-Men, I get to add it. Lightning Bolt Storm. If he fights anyone in the rooftops, they get -2. So if I fight Juggernaut, it's only a 4. Let's see. Another 1. Another 1. 2 troopers. Play High Stakes Jackpot Gambit +3 to his attack, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm 1 away from being able to swing for game, so I'm going to fight Magneto again. For each of your X-Men heroes, rescue a bystander. That was Xavier's nemesis, so since I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't say different. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would get 5 bystanders. Then I have 7 left over. I don't want to have to deal with the I'll fight Juggernaut. Get rid of him too. That's only 14. He's taken care of. Then I use Determination Cyclops. Discard as Shield Agent to play it, so I have 5 recruitment points. Get another Optic Blast. Discard that. That'll be added to my deck. Now I just have to swing one more time at Magneto, and then we're done. We have defeated the villain and ruined his Replace Earth's leaders with Killbots scheme. Place that. Ooh, unyielding energy. That's good. Ooh, another twist. Okay, so now these all have the power of 5. And since the twist was resolved, I have to KO one of these dudes. I'll KO him because I don't like that card. And replace it with one that I'm pretty indifferent with. Okay, I'm going to end this turn with some drawing and deck manipulation. First, stack the deck Gambit. So you draw 2 cards, you add 1 to your hand, and then you put 1 at the top of the deck. And I'll pick this Shield Agent, because I don't really care. Next, I'll play Optic Blast. To play it, I have to discard 1 card from my hand, which I'll pick Unending Energy. That kicks in, triggers to add back to my hand, and I'll go ahead and play it. Then I'll play Gathering Stormcloud Storm. Since I've played a blue card before her, I get to draw a card. That was the one I got rid of before, so it doesn't really matter. Then I'll play another one. Another Unending Energy, because I just happened to draw into it. And then a Shield Trooper. So we're at 3. 4, that's 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. So we're going to swing into Magneto one last time. What do we get? Crushing Shockwave. Each player reveals an X-Men or gains 2 wounds. I could give or take. I'll take 2 wounds. Doesn't matter. Or I would reveal one of my X-Men. And then that's game. And then we see how many points we got in that one. Put the rest of the cards away. How many points did we make? 5, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 19, 22, 27, 28, 29, 30, 35, 37 points. So that's a total for this scheme. Replace Earth's leaders with Killbots. That one's fun, and it's a pretty easy one to play solo.